Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the scroll down to grade 5 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter time. The lessons we're going to cover today are convert time units, add and subtract mixed time units, time zones and patterns. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is convert time units. How many days are in 4 weeks? Okay, can you hear me now? And also, can you see my board now? Okay, so we are working on the quarter hours, right? So quarter hour means in 1 hour you have 60 minutes, right? So you can divide 60 minutes as 30 minutes plus 30 minutes, right? That means 1/2 hour plus 1/2 hour. So in 60 minutes you have 2 half hours, right? Now let's just talk about the quarter hours. Quarter hour means 15 minutes. So in 1 hour you have 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15. So hour you have 4 quarter hours, right? And in 30 minutes you have 2 quarter hours. Got it? Quarter hour means 1/4 of an hour. 1/4 of an hour is 15 minutes. Let's just start with the test questions. 5 weeks, 5 days equals how many days? Which is the correct option? In 1 week, you have 7 days, right? So 5 weeks means 5 times 7 is 35, and 35 plus 5 is 40 days. Option number 2 is the correct option. 5 times 5 is 35, and you need to add 5 days. So the total days in 5 weeks, 5 days are 40 days. You have to convert 409 minutes to hours, right? In 1 hour, you have 60 minutes, right? You have to divide 490 minutes by 60. 489 by 60. 6 times 8 is 48, right? So you have 8 hours, you still have 9. You have 8 hours and 9 minutes. When you have to convert from minutes to hours, you have to divide. So that would be 8 hours and 9 minutes. The correct option is 8 hours and 9 minutes. Option number 1 is the correct option. 2 years, 7 months. How many months? Which is the correct option? Yes, that is 31 months. The correct option is 31 months. Yes, that's at 300. Normal year have 365 days, right? You have to convert 214 hours to days. So which is the correct option? you have to divide it by the days. So you have to divide it by the, because in one day you have 24 hours. So you have to divide it by the 24. Eight days, 2 hours. The correct option is 8 days, 22 hours. How many hours in 8 days? Which is the correct option? In one day you have 24 hours. So 8 days. Yes, that is 192 hours. Option number 2 is the correct option. How many years are in a century? Hundred days. It is the correct option is 100 days. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is add and subtract makes time units. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, 1 hour 47 minutes minus 1 hour 13 minutes. So you have to subtract with the same units. Like you can subtract minutes to minutes and hours to hours. So let's just subtract minutes. 47 minutes 13 minutes. Just subtract, that is 34 minutes, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So you have 0 minutes, 0 hours 34 minutes. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. 4 hours 22 minutes plus 4 hours 25 minutes. Which is the correct option? You have to add hours to hours and minutes to minutes. So which is the correct option? Yes, that's option number 2. 8 hours and 47 minutes. Option number 2 is the correct option. 34 seconds minus 4 seconds. Which is the correct option? That is 30 seconds. The correct option is 30 seconds. 2 years, 2 months plus 2 years, which is the correct option? That is 4 years, 2 months. Option number one is the correct option. What's wrong with you guys? 5 weeks, 3 days minus 3 weeks, 3 days, which is the correct option? That is 2 weeks. Option number one is the correct option. Three days, 8 hours plus 4 days, 12 hours, which is the correct option? That is 7 days, 20 hours. Option number two is the correct option. Very good. 5 hours, 22 minutes minus 2 hours, 2 minutes, which is the correct option? That is 3 hours and 20 minutes. Option number one is the correct option. Very good. That is 4 weeks, 5 days. That is option number one. 7 weeks, 6 days. Option number one is the correct option. 2 minutes 43 seconds minus 1 minute 38 seconds. That is 1 minute and 5 seconds. Option number two is the correct option. Okay. You can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is time zones. Let's just start with the next lesson. If it is 1 a.m. in the Pacific time zone, what is time in the Eastern time zone? So you have two time zones, Pacific time zone and Eastern time zone, right? Here is the Eastern time zone. Here is the Pacific time zone and here is the Eastern time zones, right? So the Eastern time zone is 3 hours ahead of the Pacific time zone. Central zone, what time is it in the mountain time zone? So in the central zone, it is 7. So medium is 1 hour behind. The correct option is 6 p.m. Right? Here is the central and here is the medium. So you have to increase on the right hand side. So they are the less and on the right hand side they're increasing. So the correct option is 6 a.m. If it is 11 a.m. in the Eastern time zone, what is its central time zone? Eastern time zone is 11, right? Hold on. You have to convert to central time zone. Here is central time zone. So central time zone is 1 hour behind eastern. So that would be 10 because in eastern zone it is 11. So the correct option is 10. Pacific time zone is 4 and eastern is 3 hour behind, right? So that would be 7, 3 hour ahead. That would be 7 p.m. The correct option is 7. You have to add 3 to 4. So the correct option is 7. Okay, so that is 5 a.m. Let's just start with the next lesson, the next question, right? If it is 1 p.m. in the central time zone, what is its in Pacific time zone, which is the correct option? Here is the Pacific time zone and here is the central. Pacific time zone is 2 hours behind than central. So here you have 10. So 10 minus 2 is 8. The correct option is 8. If it is 5 a.m. in the Pacific time zone, what is the time in mountain zone? Mountain zone is 1 hour ahead. That would be 6 a.m. Very good. The correct option is 6. If it is 2 a.m. in the central zone, what time is it in the mountain time zone? Which is the correct option? The correct option is you have to go Yes, 2 hours back. That would be 1 a.m. The correct option is 1 a.m. If it is 7 a.m. in the central time zone, what time is it in the eastern time zone? Yes, the correct option is 8. Okay, you can complete the lesson. Okay, if we are left with just two, let's just complete. If it is 2 p.m. in the eastern time zone, what time is it in the mountain zone? Which is the correct option? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is time patterns. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, fill in the missing time. 9, 9:15, 9:30. So the pattern is growing by a rule. You have to see how the pattern is growing. From 9 to 9:15, you have 15 minutes, right? From 9:15 to 9:30, again, you have 15 minutes. So from 9:30 onwards, you have to add 1 hour and 15 minutes. So that would be 11. The correct option is, sorry, 9:45. You have to find the pattern. The missing value is 9:45. Let's just start with the test questions. Fill in the missing time. 10, 10:45, missing value 12, 15, 1. The pattern is growing by 45 minutes. So the missing value is, yes, that is 11:30, right? The pattern is growing by 45 minutes. So that is 11:30. Fill in the missing time. 9, 9:15, 9:30. So which is missing? Yes, the correct option is 9:45. Find the missing time. So which time is missing? The correct option is 12:45. Very good. The correct option is 12:45. Fill in the missing number. So which is the correct option? That is 4. Very good. The correct option is 4. Fill in the missing time. Which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 4 it is. Fill in the missing time. 1:15 2, which is the correct option? Yes, that is 2:45. Option number 1 is the correct option. Fill in the missing time. That is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. Fill in the missing time, which is the correct option. Eight it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Fill in the missing time, which is the correct option. That is 3. The correct option is 3. Fill in the missing time, which is the correct option. Yes, 8 it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 8 math. The chapter we were working on is the grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is time. The lessons we have covered today are convert time units, add and subtract makes time units, time zone, and time patterns. So please make sure before the next session, you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday for 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. No questions? Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.